Resin crafts are super fun, and today, Mayflaw here, going to show you some really easy ones. So your resin, you're going to read the instructions, and then you're going to slowly and carefully for a couple of minutes mix up your resin. Depending on the brand you use, this might look a little differently. You'll want to have your molds and everything ready to go. Our first mold, we're going to do buttons, resin buttons. You guys, these are so much fun to make. So you can use glitter. I've also got some Buttons Galore products here to utilize. These are going to be really fun. You want things that will sit within the resin and not poke out. That's really your only thing. Okay, so you can use any number of embellishments, glitter, buttons, sequins, these little, I don't know if they're like a clay or something, but these little flat guys that I've been using, they call them sprinklets. Basically, you're just looking for things that will fit, that will be a good match. And then you're going to, in this case, I use my popsicle stick, a little tiny bit of resin on there, let them set for 24 hours. Moving on to our next project. Well, next up we have got we've got a little jewelry dish, little change cup, whatever you want to call it. It's going to be a little tiny container, and I'm using more of those. This one's called Fruit Cocktail. And then I'm also putting beads and glitter and different things. Now I'm putting all of this in before I put the resin. And then what I'm going to do is pour some resin in. Oh my goodness, this is fun. And then I'm going to kind of stir it up. And I'm going to stir it up, and then I'm going to start putting the resin coated stuff down the sides. You're going to want to remember you're working upside down. So the bottom is the top when you flip it over. And you can play with this as much as you want or as little as you want. You could color the resin. I mean, guys, there's really a limitless amount that you can do here. I like to play around with it for a while because I find using my popsicle sticks, it kind of helps reduce any bubbles getting stuck at the bottom. And then I just keep adding more resin and adding more little things until I'm satisfied. Once you're satisfied, set it aside, 24 hours, boom, done. In case you couldn't tell, these projects are super quick, super simple, super easy. All you're doing is pouring, right? You're just pouring whatever you want in there and then let it set for a full day. Now, you do want to work in a well-ventilated area. You do want to work with your materials carefully. I usually wear gloves. I don't think I am in this video. I usually do wear gloves though, and protect your work surface, all of that. Mix it up, push it around how you want it, and then let it set. You have, I think, about half an hour that the resin will be fully pliable before, depending on the weather, depending on the brand you use. And I mention this only because I think it's really important. Now you can see I'm really just getting in there and making sure everything is pushed down, everything is just so. I mentioned the length of time because if you're not happy with it or you want to make an adjustment, you do need to work fairly quickly. Now in winter, I've noticed I have a little more time versus right now in summer. It's very dry, it's very hot. It is setting up super quick. I'm also having less issues with bubbles because the warm resin is not holding onto the bubbles. Pouring more resin in until it's topped off, making sure the top, which will become the bottom, is nice and smooth. And then again, let's set it out. Then we come to the next day. I'm going to show you guys my unveiling of, this is the most fun part. The next day, you can pop everybody out and they should be nice and hard. And if you've done everything well, of course, they're going to be excellent. And these Halloween buttons are just the cutest. I absolutely love them. I cannot wait to start using them. I think they're going to be a lot of fun. And my little containers, I'm thinking giftables. I'm thinking I could put a gift card or some money or some jewelry, or maybe I make a little bracelet or something. I don't know, something fun I can put in there. So you can flip these molds inside out. Don't worry about the resin molds. They are very flexible, cleanable, reusable. Isn't that cute though, you guys? Oh, all right, let's move on to the other one, the heart one. Now, if it gets stuck like this one is, don't worry because it will peel off. Okay, once it's set, it will peel off. That will not stick. The resin will not stick to this material if you're using a resin mold. So if it does get stuck, just give it a little patience and keep working on it and it'll pop off. And then voila, you're done. You're ready to go, and you can pop that back the way it goes. Isn't this so much fun? If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. I hope you've enjoyed this quick little resin video.